James Agee is one of Knoxville's best-known writers. In his lifetime, he was best known as a film critic and a screenwriter. He wrote the screenplay for The African Queen, for which he was nominated for an Oscar. And as a journalist, he wrote a book called Let Us Now Praise Famous Men, which is still a landmark in American journalism about sharecroppers in Alabama in the 1930s. But when he died suddenly at the age of 45 of a heart attack in a New York taxi cab. And at the time of his death, it was discovered that he had left a huge body of work, more or less memoir, but it was about his early life and the death of his father. It was published as A Death in the Family. He won the Pulitzer Prize as a novel in 1957 after Agee's death, and has been made into several films, including a major motion picture with Robert Preston, and more recently a Masterpiece Theater presentation of the book, but also is well known for its prologue, which was published separately, called Knoxville Summer 1915, in which he describes this block of Highland Avenue in Knoxville, 1500 block of Highland, where he lived as a small child. This was his home was over here. It was torn down, ironically, just about the time that Agee was winning the Pulitzer Prize after his death, and about the time he became famous, and they were starting to make movies about the book. But the rest of the block is still pretty much intact as he knew it as a small child growing up here in Knoxville in 1915. This was a fairly lively neighborhood. It had trolley tracks that went by. He could get on a trolley and go downtown, and he describes in the book going to see Chaplin movies downtown with his father. They could walk downtown. It was a lovely place to grow up, and his memoir, Knoxville Summer 1915, has been made into a well-known choral or soprano piece by Samuel Barber that is based purely on the Agee text. And it's interesting how this has appealed to so many people throughout the years. Garrison Keillor read a big chunk of Knoxville Summer 1915 in one of his shows, and Michael Stipe of REM stopped a show to read Knoxville Summer 1915 to a rock and roll crowd a few years ago. So this Agee still gets around quite a bit.